Greetings brothers and sisters, Ekong here from eat2live.nottodie.com. This is a video about how to prepare our wildcrafted Jamaican seamoss. So this is the seamoss in its raw form. Remember how it grows. It gets its nutrients from the rocks.
Seamoss comes from the ocean. It locks onto a rock, and from that rock, it receives its nutrients.
So be sure to remove the rocks from the seamoss before you soak it, okay? Sometimes people remove the rock already, but this one in particular may have the rock attached to it. Dr. Sebi always said the minerals come from the rocks. The seamoss literally consumes the rock and puts the minerals inside of a rock, inside of the seamoss itself. And that process is called iontrophoresis.
Iontrophoresis. Now dig that. They don't understand the workings of God, but they're going to give it a name. That a plant has the ability to convert a solid oxide substance into a liquid digestible substance. They call it iontrophoresis. Seamoss does that. And every plant does that.
So this is how it looks raw, and this is how it looks soaked. This seamoss in particular does not swell up like the others.
The natural seamoss doesn't give you a whole lot of mucilage. And the talus of the seamoss, I mean the little strings, thin like this, very thin, just like this. But the other one is 3 times the size. And the other one, 3 times the size, it always has salt on it. Natural seamoss has no salt on it. And it gives you energy.
Okay, and this is how it looks. You can actually eat this raw. You can chop this down, squeeze some key lime juice over it, and add it to your salads and eat it raw. So now we're gonna throw away the water that it was soaking in, okay? You have to always throw away the first water it was soaking in and then give it another rinse. So that's how it's looking. We've thrown away the first batch of water. This is the second batch of water. Now we're gonna give it another thorough rinse and throw this away. Make sure that you check for any debris, any stones, anything that shouldn't be in there. Because this is raw, this is wild crafted. So you have to take your time and be patient and do it properly. So now we're gonna put this seamoss straight into the blender and then pour hot water into the blender and blend it until it's a gel. So now we're gonna add the seamoss to the blender. And now we're gonna add the hot water. Remember, you add the hot water so that it can turn into a gel. If you use cold water, it will not blend consistently. We're gonna add the juice of 2 key limes as well. You don't have to do this. We suggest that you put the key limes inside of it because key limes are very alkalizing.
Key lime, that's very alkaline. The other one they call the Persian lemon, that's very acid. Like a civil orange. They call it naranja aire in Spanish. A civil orange is alkaline. Not a grapefruit, not an orange like the Valencia. They're all acid based. And funny as it may seem, we associate acidity with something that is sour. Right. Am I right?
Yes.
No way. Well, I'm going to give you the sweetest thing on the planet, cane. There is nothing on the planet that has more acid than cane, and it is sweet. You know what is the acid? They call it glyceric acid. This is why once upon a time it was prohibited to sell sugar. But now it is the highest and most subsidized substance on the planet by government.
They are very good for removing toxins from the body, especially the blood. Key limes contain a lot of energy. That zing that you taste, that sourness that you taste, that's actually the lymphatic system being nourished. The lymphatic system loves key limes. So now we're gonna blend this until it's a gel. So this is the Seamoss gel. That's gelified. So remember, when you prepare this, make sure you put it into a jar that has a big opening, a big mouth over it, because as soon as you put this into the fridge, it's going to solidify. Drink Seamoss as much as you want. It does not matter. This is one way you can consume your Seamoss. You can put 4 tablespoons into water, and you can put 4 tablespoons into your iron fluorine if you want, and consume it. So now we're going to show you how to use the Seamoss in your bath soap.